Yo, what's going on? We're here at Gothard and Heil. Appears to be a single vehicle accident. One person's being transported. I'll try to get across the street, see what type of damage is. He was laying on the lawn. I believe it was a he. He was laying on the lawn. So, yeah, I didn't know what was going on. The fire engine was blocking that truck up on the grass there. I just saw the guy laying on the grass. I thought maybe someone on an e-bike got hit. I'll try to get a different view if I can. I don't know if I'm able to walk across the street right here. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, I just cover local accidents. I'm just an amateur on my cell phone, filming local accidents. And we're here in Huntington Beach. I do the surrounding cities, Fountain Valley, Newport, Westminster, Santa Ana. Well, if we can, we've made it out to other cities as well, Los Alamitos. Yeah, the individual's in the back of the ambulance now, unknown injuries. He was laying on his back. I can't tell if there's damage to the front of the truck here. Right now, the fire engine's in the way. I don't know if I walk over here, if they're going to yell at me. I'd like to get a picture of the front of the truck, see if there's any damage. I actually had a DoorDash pickup and I canceled it to come to this traffic collision. We've got a few good accidents out there in Santa Ana. Usually if I go to that area, if I'm not too far from it. If I'm out where I'm right now, I don't probably wouldn't drive out there, because time you get there, the accident's going to be cleared. Yeah, we had the end of a police chase out there. The guy crashed. I can't remember the names of the streets. Hopefully this fire engine doesn't need to stick around and we probably can get a better picture. Right now the officers might say something if I walk over there. Roach Coach, I'm hungry. What they got to eat? Who came up with that name of the Roach Coach? Yeah, I don't stay live for like the guys in Bakersfield in LA. I just go live because you don't know when the next call is going to be. Because I could literally go all day. I could go days without even going out. Especially if I'm a full-time DoorDash driver. So usually, as I said, I was picking up a DoorDash order here when this call came across. I was picking up from McDonald's, but I canceled to come. They got an app called Pulse Point. It'll tell you if the traffic collision or a medical call. Yeah, I missed someone alerted me on a homicide call, not yesterday, day before, but I didn't hear my alert. I was sleeping and someone got shot and ended up dying of their injuries in Huntington Beach. I missed that one. Yeah, I don't think I can get a good view if I went across the street over here, because you got these police officers blocking the view. So I'm kind of waiting for the fire engine move. We'll see if we can get a view over here. Oh yeah, significant damage on the front. Wow. That is, glad I came over this way. A little slow, a little slow. Man, it's significant. Yeah, hopefully the person's not seriously injured, but they're laying on their back and they put a neck brace on them. Wonder what this guy's doing. Just getting some oxygen. Unless they have, let me see what he's doing. I can't tell. But there's something going. Yeah, that's a hard hit. He must hit the side of the pole. So we'll see if the power company comes out. I can't tell if that's the thing for heart rate, to check your heart rate, your pulse, what? Yeah, heart rate. We'll see if there's another ambulance going to show up. Yeah, looks like we might got another ambulance or fire engine coming or something's going on. Fire department's right down there. I don't know if you could see the sirens down there. Let me check pulse point, see if we got something else going on. Maybe we got two scenes here. That looks like the big ladder truck down there. So this individual's, we got hospitals right down the street. Checking pulse point. It's showing an investigation down there. Oh, we're moving. Damn it. So this guy hit the fire hydrant and took off. That's what it was. See the fire hydrant? He hit the fire hydrant. And he probably took off and ended up crashing down here. Yeah, probably drinking and driving. Damn, I'm slow. I didn't even notice it when I looked down there. Yeah, I'm thinking he hit that fire hydrant and kept going. Maybe we'll just sit here, we'll watch it from here. All right, if you're just tuning in, we had a vehicle accident here at Gothard and Hydrant. I'm thinking the guy might have hit that fire hydrant and kept on driving and ended up crashing over here. Probably had a little too much to drink. That's just a guess, my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion, right? It could be wrong. Damn it, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I believe another ambulance is on the way. Get out of my way, bus. Literally right by the fire department where that fire hydrant is. My brother's boat racing trailer is right there. They got a little area where you can park trailers. So just tuning in to the left of me, there was a car. I believe the car hit this fire hydrant and ended up crashing down here at Heil and Gothard. We'll get a picture of the truck again. One has been transported. There's the truck. One's been transported. They are looking at a second person. I don't know. I think he hit that fire hydrant. Then he probably bounced off the pole here at Heil in Gothard. Looks like a firefighter's already working on trying to get it shut off the water. At least I see a firefighter on their knees. Yeah, down there they call it an investigation. Well, a lot of times I don't go and then I show up later and it'll be a fire hydrant that's been sheared or got hit by a car, but they don't call it a traffic collision. They call it a investigation. Guess I could have drove down there. I thought they would have had it shut off by now. Oops, sorry. Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's just a guess. If you just tuned in, USAK, as you can see, there's a fire hydrant bursting up, the water bursting up in the air. And to the left of us, we have a severely damaged truck. I'll try to get a picture of it again. Oh, where am I? Oh, the truck. Hey. Well, I'm trying to zoom out. One individual has been transported. They looked at another one. Anybody see a tire there? There's the tire. It's still there, I think. I was just guessing. Maybe the guy hit the fire hydrant and kept on going. Then lost control and hit the pole here, probably. Hit the pole at Heil and Gothard. Come on, Zoom. What are you doing? All right, back to the fire hydrant. Yeah, USAK, I was telling the people I missed a murder call the other day in Huntington Beach. Someone got shot and died of their injuries. And I had someone alert me like 11:30 at night, but I didn't hear the alert because I was sleeping, or I would have went and covered that fatal. I think the person maybe died at the hospital. And then that motorcycle rider passed away also. Was a 21-year-old, I believe, from Pico Rivera that passed away from the motorcycle accident off of PCH and 11th Street. Ended up being another motorcycle right by it, like 3-4 hours later. Unknown if there was any injuries, but I know they were trying to lift the motorcycle into the back of a truck. They were asking for help on social media. No, I don't think it was. Without looking at the map, I'm thinking it was towards more towards Warner and Edwards, towards that way. Warner. If you don't know the area, but I don't think it was. The person that alerted me lives, I think, towards Warner and Edwards. So I'm thinking it was towards that area. I would have to look at the map. Oh, they got the water down. And I wasn't looking at it. Sorry, guys. I keep looking away. But, yeah. No, not sure if this truck was it's just a guess if this truck, my guess that this truck was involved, but maybe I'm wrong. but one was transported, and no, the other individual, they looked at him, and let me zoom back out a little bit. Zoom's not working that well. We'll wait to see. Again, I was picking up a DoorDash delivery when this call came across. Yeah, well, I'll need to find out if this truck hit the fire hydrant or not. Well, that's a major hit there. Well, yeah, that person that lost her life was hit by a Land Rover, I believe it was. I was calling it a Toyota. What was I calling it? Toyota. I knew the back window was weird. It didn't look like a Toyota back window. All right, this was OC Street live in the city of Huntington Beach off of Gothard and Heil, where we had appears to be a single vehicle collision. One person was transported with unknown injuries. He was laying on the grass here when I got here. They did put a neck brace on him. Down the street here, we had a severed fire hydrant, and that was spouting its water up in the air. Unknown if it's related. I'm thinking it is, but I could be wrong, just my opinion. And they probably couldn't no longer steer their car and lost control and maybe hit the side of this pole. Maybe just a coincidence having two going on, the fire extinguisher and the truck collision at the same time. I'd have to drive down there, see if there's any debris. I don't know who the driver of the truck was, if the driver was the one transported. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go out and do my DoorDash deliveries. If I come across anything else, I will go live. Yeah, here's the, I believe the power company. They're going to check the pole here. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. No parking ticket. I was saying I was surprised I didn't get one. I guess the parking patrols were busy. But I was at another accident over off of Beach and Taylor, where we always, that was on the news the other day, Beach and Taylor, where they always have accidents. Channel 5 KTLA covered it. I didn't read up on it or listen to the video. I think they were covering it just about how there's always accidents at that scene. But I was at an accident then, and when I walked back down the street between Ford and the Chevy dealership, I ended up having a ticket. Did I pay for it yet? Nope. Hey, I got my registration, so you think they wouldn't give me my registration for not paying a ticket? I'd have to look. I know I got a ticket. I just got one in the mail. I got a ticket a couple weeks ago. Maybe more than a few weeks ago, but I got to pay. I'll pay that one. There was another ticket I haven't paid for. I got going to a scene too. Oh no! Yeah, I went to a scene. Car hit a building in Garden Grove. My dumbass pulling out of the parking lot. I had my cell phone in my hand, not noticing there was a police motorcycle behind me. Did he give me a ticket or a warning? Maybe he only gave me a warning. For some reason I thought I got a ticket, but that would be expensive. Maybe I got a ticket for something else. He gave me the warning on cell phone, and then he gave me a ticket for something else. Anyways, if you haven't watched this whole video, for about 5 minutes I was standing over here. There was a fire truck in the way, but I didn't know I could have walked the little ways over this way. And one individual was on the lawn being treated. They did put a neck brace on, and there was, I believe, 2 occupants in the vehicle. Then down the street here, there's a severed fire hydrant. Was spilling all the water up, spouting all the water up in there. Hey, unable. I don't know if they're related. Maybe the guy over here they were treating that's up on the grass. Maybe he's just a passenger. You think if you're the driver and if he did hit a fire hydrant, you'd have handcuffs on him. Hopefully it's not a serious injury to the individual. Hopefully he'll be okay. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, blabbering on. Catch me on the next one. Thanks for watching.